Hello everyone and welcome to the Sportiest stream. It's nice to see you here. My name is SportyFC. And yes, you are seeing this. Welcome to 2024. Man, what a year has been. 2023, an exceptional year for the stream, man. There was so many different events, but man, a new year means we're doing this all over again. We're back in the Blackline Championship Series here, and our first match of this new year. AstroLab Pink Adrenaline Rush, part of the Contenders series, the Blackline Championship Series. AE Rush are 3-0, and you might actually recognize this side. They've been on this stream in the past. Hello there, Milkat, Arik, hello Tommy Buckets, hello Tommy, my friend. Yeah, we've seen these teams in the past, specifically Dom and RB Jesus have played in the past here, actually on AE Rush as that team name. The last time they're on the stream was when they played against Ignition Academy in the Contender Series last year in April, late April, and they believe they beat them as well. They were they were on Adrenaline Junkies, not Rush, Adrenaline Junkies. That team, again, I think was the one that actually knocked Ignition Academy out of the playoffs. So, again, an interesting matchup. But yeah, they're having another season. And of course, with their experience in this league, they're doing quite well. Again, a 3-0 record with wins over Elm Trailblazers, current 7th ranked team in their group, against EV Neutron, who's the number 4 ranked team, and against Arm Rising, number 8 team. So, their schedule hasn't been all that difficult as of late, but still, they're definitely proving that they definitely should deserve as much of the credit as they should have. There's the other side, AstroLab Pink. Used to go by the name of Culvert is Cool, actually. Actually, that was the team name I knew them from. But obviously, they've just joined this roster. Big deal for them. The only roster, I believe, of AstroLab, if I'm not wrong. And these guys had a 1-2 record right now. They've had a tougher schedule, at least. They've had losses to FFV Akuma. They've had losses to EV. They won against EV Neutron, and then they lost to Adrenaline White, the other Adrenaline team, which is currently ranked number 3 above IE Pink, above AstroLab Pink. So AstroLab obviously wanting to improve on what they couldn't do in the past, and this is a good time to do it here in this best of 5. Of course, Blackline later on we'll actually have a bit more familiarity with the teams coming up in the future here, as our next matchup after this will be about an hour. About 2 hours from now, it will be Rec GG Game Zero, ODU Monarch Silver, 2 teams we've actually saw much more recently, and the AstroLab Pink and Adrenaline Rush rosters. Obviously, again, AstroLab Pink, we haven't actually seen this team before, but we have seen a lot of these players. Colvid, probably recognizable for his time in Unknown Academy, which then became, then went by a different Unknown team. What was it? Unknown. They went by Unknown Academy, right? And what was the most recent name? Unknown. Please remind me. They probably recognize this for his time. Unknown. What's the other team name? Unknown Academy, and after that, Unknown Legion. There you go. Unknown Legion. I found to find it. Again, he was there. Sonoda was and still is technically playing for Team Yeah in Skyward Series, and was playing for them back in TS along against actually Unknown Legion in that same tournament. And Ty actually is a friend of I don't believe he plays on that team, but no, he definitely doesn't play on that team, but he's a friend of Team I actually do recognize him, so I'm not surprised these guys are all teammates here in this one. A big series is Arik. Yes, it was Unknown Legion. My noggin remembers. It's a bit late, but my noggin remembers. Yes, I recognize all these guys. So even though Ard and Sonoba Ty are cracked, yeah, that's a pretty solid roster when you think about it. Obviously, though, in this league, they haven't been doing so well. 1-2 record, and against Rush, they are not expected to beat Rush. They're expected to lose quite badly to Rush. Rush are definitely a much stronger team when it comes to the lineup. Guys have a ton of experience in this league. I believe Sonoda, Colvid, I believe actually the AstroLab Pink team is new Blackline, so that doesn't help them. And they're also generally a high champ load Grand Champ team. C3, GC1 about their ranks. That's on the lower end of teams at this level, when most teams in the Contenders are easily GC1, GC2, some players even reaching GC3, and especially for some of the top teams in this league, you have GC3 level players. Well, again, the vast majority though are GC1, GC2 level players, so fortunately for AstroLab, they're on the lower end of that rank scale. Does not help them at all with this series, and the being a best of 5, with them needing wins at this point. I mean, they're in week 4 of what I believe is an 8-week season, 7-week season. Really don't want to, and with the playoffs being tough to get into, you need to be in the top 4 teams in your group. A 1-2 record will not do that for you. You need to have a positive record for Adrenaline Rush. They're in a position where they haven't secured playoffs, and nor will they be able to secure it even with this win, I don't believe. But they'll be in a position where I think if they win this week, they're in a prime position to secure the playoffs, and obviously then work on from there and get a higher seed, which higher seeded teams almost always do better, especially in the Contenders series playoff bracket where upsets are quite common. So teams, yeah, you want to have high seeds. You get your easier opponents in the playoffs. But for now, prediction poll is live. Get your votes in on who you think will take it, AstroLab, Pink, or Adrenaline Rush. Again, hopefully all of you watching are having a fun time. Obviously, if you don't know me, I'm Sporty FC. Nice to see you guys. And also, Tommy, I know you're in here, Tommy. I know you wanted to watch this because you recognize a lot of these players. How are you doing, my friend? I was just messaging you right before this series started, obviously. Hopefully you're doing well. Good. You're making some moves. I know you got some work done for RLSS. I'll be excited when that season starts because, well, you bet I'll be helping you with some of that stuff. But for now, just waiting on updates for these teams. Updates, of course, on when they are ready. As soon as they join the lobby, we'll be good to get things going here. Our first match of the new year. Again, what a match it is here in the Blackline Championship Series. We ended off 2023 with the Blackline matchup. That being Eevee Falcon 9, FFB Akatsuki. In week 4. But the Blackline match to start things off. Again, we'll go to Scar Series later today, and obviously, if you guys haven't paid attention to Twitter at SpaceCRL, also did recently announce my retirement from competitive Rocket League. So, if you guys thought I was already streaming too much, too bad. I'm gonna be streaming more. I'm gonna be focusing much more on the streaming aspects now this new year. So, yeah, I know I'm not playing anymore. I'm sure you guys are shocked to even hear that I was playing actually last season. Until the very end of it, I was on 135 Team Evo as my last team. Which shout out to them if they're watching. To Break All Power, Hero God, Seth Palm, J Palm, if they're watching. Shout out to them for making that last team so fun, but you're seeing a lot more focus on the streaming as we are getting updates. The players is having some slight issues, so we actually have Adrenaline Rush already in the lobby. It's RPGesus, Ukiah, and Dom. Not a surprising roster when Dom and RPGesus have been teammates again in the past. They were teammates last season. As hello chat there, Frost Fusion. Hello. Again, what a night this will be. A lot of matches to have to go through. AstroLab Pink, Adrenaline Rush. We are still waiting on AstroLab to get their roster in, but they're having some issues. Again, I don't mind waiting a little bit for them. We do have again that 50 grace period, but I doubt that much of that will be used up. And what a night's gonna be. I'm excited for everything we're gonna see here. And we are just waiting on updates on players letting me know when they are ready. Again, as soon as we know that things are ready to get things going, be ready. But for now, again, nice to see you all, man. It's been how many days has it been since I've last streamed? Let's see. It's been like I think 11 days. It's a pretty long break for me. I usually don't take that much time off for streaming, but here we go. Again, I was finally got to celebrate the holidays. Hello in chat, Wall. How are you doing? How's your team doing, by the way, Wall? For Blackline, I haven't seen you guys yet. I know you guys are masters, so it's basically gonna be impossible for me to get matches, but because I know Nation likes to take them all. But how are you guys doing in Masters series? You guys having a good time? Actually, who do you have to play this week? You have to play. I have to play Future Gaming. That'll be a fun matchup. So won your first game. Hey, good job, guys. I know again it's new. You're new for Masters, but good job. To you guys. You had to beat 0 to. Oh, you beat 0 to 1. Man, that's impressive. That's a pretty solid roster. Good on that. Again, if you want me to stream like some of your matches, let me know. I'd love to stream you guys if you could play Future Gaming. I actually know the Future Gaming board. Used to do. Actually, used to cast. I did like some casting for their women's team in the past when they had one for the last season of Women's Cardball. Hit me up. Hey, that sounds good. Well, also actually hit me up for those 1v1s. I know you want to continue that, so I'm back. That's those 1v1 matches are gonna come back as well, which against the good 1v1 show match, always a fun. Yes, again, nice to see you, Wall. You're doing well. I know again, you guys are having some. Again, I know you guys are kind of venturing in the Master Series, seeing what it's like. Actually, never cast the Master Series match. Blackline. That's how tough they are to get. Especially for me, who is not one of the two guys who usually gets those matches. Usually, it's Nation who runs League, or Dronas, who's basically who's been a caster in this league for much longer than I have, who takes those matches. A good amount of casters in this league as well, and I am generally one of the I'm one of the active ones here that gets a good amount of the matches. Yeah, it's tough to get Master Series matches. Usually those two guys take them, which I'm not against that. They are great casters. They're great people. But it does open up the room for somebody to make history to get their first Master Series match on my stream. But we'll, for now, again, this is not Master Series. This is Contender Series. This is the biggest division. Blackline. Where Masters is, I think, the smallest at 10. This one is the biggest at like, I think more than 60, more than 60, more than 50. I don't know if there's 60 teams, more than 50 teams in this division. Dead vast in player rankings. Oh no! Oh no, Wall. Oh, that sounds like no way, Wall. We know you regain, right? That's how this works. Oh dear. Wall is you might need to change yourself here, Wall, to Anchor. I'm joking. I hope you'll get better, Wall. I know you're new for Masters. I don't think you've played in Masters before. At least from my experience, you have not played in Masters before. It's a tough transition to move from Premier to Masters. It's a big change because, generally speaking, once you get into Masters, there are some teams in there that just don't ever leave. Like there's a couple teams in Masters that just don't leave. So no, you'll do fine, man. You'll do fine. Just keep up the good work. I know again, UEJ Popo will be doing just fine. Masters. Well, you've just given me some information. If you do book me for your match this week, maybe I'll just have to make a note of that. And just every time you score, it's gonna be like, this is the lowest rated player in the Masters Series. I'm joking. I'm sure you're doing fine, Wall. Again, you're a great guy. I expect that. Again, you're just kind of getting used to it, because again, it's a tough thing to do. To move from Premier to Masters, it's really tough to move from any division to up. It's almost as tough as I think it's the transition from Challengers, which I think is even tougher because a lot of teams in Contenders just really struggle when they go up to Challengers. Although I think some teams are doing well this season, but it's a tough transition, especially the higher ranks. It's really tough because you play against teams at a much different rank level because rank difference is a lot higher. Upper divisions. Again, good luck in your match against Future Gaming, Wall, whether or not I do stream you and the rest of Validity or not. Right now, again, we're waiting on AstroLab Pink. They have had some issues joining. One of the players is having an issue. Getting a message. Oh, they're joining. We just got a message from them. They are joining. So yeah, they were late because one of their players had a computer shutdown issue, which never fun. But that's why you have grace periods like this. So our first series of 2024 on this stream, and it is gonna have a delay to it. And AstroLab Pink should be joining in any moment. Was this I think it's a perfect first stream? Yeah, you're right about that, Art. You know it all too well. This is Rocket League after all. It can never not be scuffed as... Hi, Sonoda, Colwood all jumping in. The free players again, you probably recognize them. There's a mechanical roster. Here we go, let's get things going. Sorry about the delays, everyone. But everybody's in. Welcome to 2024. Welcome to the Blackline Championship Series. Welcome to AstroLab Pink, Adrenaline Esports Rush. 2 orgs, 1 series, a 3-0 side, and a 1-2 side. And the first thing that happens is a whiff from Yukaya. What a start there for Adrenaline. Still they score. RP Jesus puts it in, and this is Contenders Series for you. It's an interesting division, to say the least. And it can be quite chaotic at times, because there can be quite a big rank difference between teams. Again, just for comparison, AstroLab Pink, this is a C3 to GC1 level roster. There's Adrenaline Rush. This is a GC2, and I think even potentially maybe GC3 roster, but they hang around consistent GC2. Again, there's a rank difference here. Adrenaline Rush are the heavy favorites, but to be fair, that's not a surprise. Oh dear, my goodness. Dom, that is disgusting. Oh my goodness, 20 seconds. Dom just went for it. Absolutely no respect. Just denied AstroLab Pink on that clear. And there's a second goal for AE Rush in this first game. Start, my goodness. Dom, I mean, he was again the captain of an Adrenaline team last season. That was also quite successful going in the playoffs. But obviously this season, they want to be able to progress even further. They didn't get super far in the playoffs. In fact, actually, I believe they did weaker than... I actually don't remember exactly how well they did last season, but I don't think they did well. Again, 2 seasons ago, we saw them when they played against the Ocean Academy. They did well there, but again, the playoffs have always eluded them, and well, their current season's gone well, but this is exactly what worries you about AstroLab Pink, Colvid, Sonoda. These guys can all do it on themselves. This is a roster of 3 really solid players. The question, though, is if they're 3 really solid players, can they be a really solid team with them? There's a difference, and it's a difference that a lot of teams struggle with, because you can have the best players in the world, the players at your rank that are the best, and still have a team that cannot win. We've seen it before where teams of solid players just can't work it together. For AstroLab, they have not been able to pull the pieces so far this season. Getting a team kind of chemistry that works for them is going to be tough, especially when Adrenaline are giving them no space to work with. It's 3-1, and already AstroLab just sending the ball away, but this is an easy cleanup for Adrenaline Rush, and for Dom, it doesn't get much easier than a free shot in front of the net. The big question for AstroLab, they've got to stop giving away that ball. And a big issue for them, it's been hurting them a lot this series. Adrenaline, they're just going to continue to take full advantage of the, necessity of AstroLab Pink and their ability to try to clear the ball away rather than trying to keep control. Sonoda missed there. Tie up the side wall. Dom, find the clear. Sonoda, an interesting player to talk about again on that Team roster as of now, obviously. I think many questions that people are asking whether or not he will stick on that roster or not. I've heard some whisperings. I mean, this is one of those teams that a lot of people have been saying, well, watch out for Sonoda on this roster. This could be a roster that could really break some damage, because for Sonoda, he's been searching for championship kind of victories, on any team he's been on, obviously, with Team I think being his real first kind of showing in his competitive nature. He is only, I believe, 15 after all, so he is a very young player in this division. Yeah, he has not been able to make it very far in playoff brackets. Again, the last time TM ran a playoff bracket was for the ATS Ascension Cup. He was on that roster, but they would not get to the top 8. They lost in a 4-0 sweep, actually, to the roster led by Colvid, which was Unknown Legion. Again, there's questions about whether that roster will be sticking together with, again, this new roster between Colvid, Sonoda, and Ty. And Ty, again, I've seen him play, and he hasn't really been able to prove himself on this stream in the past, but he might actually be one of the higher ranked players of this roster. Gonna try to be consistent, as right now, the AstroLab Pink offense coming in bunches. It's Sonoda to pass to Colvid. Yukaya left all alone, and Sonoda goes for the bump. Doesn't fully connect on it, but it's enough for the net to be open. And AstroLab Pink have answered back. That rank differential hasn't been amazing for them. They've lost a lot of the pressure. It hasn't been totally devastating for them, as Adrenaline looking off the back wall. Sonoda will clear. RPGs with the dunk. AstroLab getting very, very comfortable trying to push up early. They have to be able to keep calm because the more they do that, the more Adrenaline Rush are going to go for those dunks and they're going to connect on them as well. Saw Dom only 20 seconds in. Catch them on one of those overcommits. AstroLab. Team that has some really strong defensive player. Again, Colvid and Sonoda specifically are both strong defensive players. Getting too antsy can definitely be a killer at this level. As hello in chat, Chris C4, how you doing? Yes, Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome into 2024. Welcome back to the Sporty Stream after a very long hiatus. I'm back. Don't worry. You'll be seeing more of this in 2024. In fact, actually, you'll be seeing a lot of this in 2024. As right now, you guy off the back wall, looking in front for one. It's Dom to take it. And Adrenaline Rush relying on their captain to score these finishing touches. But finish them he will. His third goal of the game. His team leads by 2. Adrenaline Rush. Oh, they're feeling the rush right now. This game 1 is going their way. Their offense just too much for AstroLab Pink to handle as Yakaya. Flip reset. Dunked by Sonoda. AstroLab looking for another. Dom leaves it. RB Jesus catches Colvin napping. And Adrenaline at another. It's RP Jesus down the field. And this is what AstroLab Pink could have been caught on earlier in this game. They haven't really been fully aware of this overcommit mistake they've been making. But RB Jesus, well, he's going to take full advantage of it there. And Adrenaline Rush adding more to her already substantial lead. Makes it 2, now 3. Dom, looking for the clear. AstroLab, just trying to find anything to go for here. I mean, at this point for them, they just need something to keep them happy, keep them confident. Adrenaline, they're not going to make lives easy. We've seen how these guys play. They're working well. Sonoda, double tap attempt. Oh, I know he can hit those. That one just a little too tough for even his caliber. AstroLab still have it, but Colvid on nothing. Colvid trying to bait in Adrenaline. They don't know how much boost he has, and Colvid walking on in. Oh, Colvid manipulating the defense of Adrenaline. Colvid gives his team hope. No boost, no problem. A 2-goal differential with 32 seconds left. And hope still here. AstroLab Pink, can they get another chance? May not get it soon though. Dom on the back wall, looking in front. Eye there. Trying to take it away. Off the side wall. RPGs up to Dom. Rush just trying to waste out the time. It has not been a strong game for them defensively. Just want this one to end. There's a clear. Off the back wall. Yukaya can't get it, but Colvid won't get it either. And this will end AE Rush with game number 1. As expected, the favorites will take it as I just dropped my phone. Apologies on that. AE Rush will take it as expected, but man, that defense of theirs did not hold up well. 6 shots for AstroLab. 3 of them went in. And for Adrenaline, that defense almost cost them that game. They had an overall very strong performance, but not everything went to how they wanted it to. Need to be careful into the future as both these teams readying up here as well. We're going into game number 2. Adrenaline Rush, as Chan is saying, looking to keep their momentum. And the one thing they might want to work on going into this game is that defense for AstroLab. Really, it's going to be about control. I saw it just too often. They're just too heavy on the clears, too reliant on hitting the ball away and hoping that teams to make mistakes. That might work at the lower level matches. That won't work here, and especially not against a team like AE Rush, who have just been so dominant. And already, we're needing 12 seconds to get this goal. AE Rush, wasting no time. And now Yukaya, oh what a catch! Flip reset! Yukaya wants it! Ty's gonna clear it out. AE Rush have been, well, they haven't been going for too many solo plays so far this series. They haven't found the need to. But man, even when they have gone for it, they have looked quite scary. Again, against a team like AstroLab Pink, we know the mechanics of Colred and Sonata. We know these guys have what it takes. Rush, definitely not the team you would think of, I think, in being mechanical. There's just a solid roster of 3 players. They just work so well. They don't need mechanics. And that is beautiful. That is all what Rush is all about. Ukiah, RPGs, it's give and go. Back to Ukiah. Adrenaline Rush, again on full control, making a statement here. As AE Rush, again, that offense has just been so good at really reading each other again. It's really showing the difference here in this league. And mechanics aren't everything. It's all about the teamwork. It's all about the chemistry. And so many different levels. And right now, AstroLab Pink, you can tell, this is a team that just doesn't rotate around each other well enough to really be able to contend with a lot of the teams in this division that do. Starting to find it more and more difficult here as Ukiah, the back wall, cleared away by Ty. So facing after it is Ty, AstroLab Pink, wanting to get their first of game 2. I mean, they've already conceded 3 goals. At this point, they need something, anything to, keep them positive. Last game was strong for them. Their offense was so efficient. This game, the offense has not been able to stand on its own feet, but now they got a chance. And man, Russia has allowed them to walk into their net quite easily, far too often. Again, so many 2v1 plays, and they just don't stop AstroLab Pink on the way back. They give them the space in front of the nets, and that's becoming their main issue here, is that AstroLab Pink is getting too much space, is getting too much time with the ball. Adrenaline Rush, taking it here as Sonoda walks that one away. Dom, off the side wall. Ty, beat by Dom. Still Dom in front! Saved by Colred! My goodness, Colred! And Adrenaline still searching. Jesus! Drop down, Ukiah! Ty hits it out! Adrenaline Rush still attacking. Burst control is theirs. Dom on low. Still a 5th reset. Has it over Ty. RPGs as Colred blocks. Ukiah now. Rush asking all the questions. AstroLab providing all the answers. And that pressure continuing trying to fold the AstroLab Pink backline. Credit where credit's due. Adrenaline has not given up, and now they score there. Top right shelf. Ukiah with giving AstroLab Pink no chance on that one. You knew it was going to break apart at some point. This Pink defense couldn't keep getting away with it forever. Adrenaline Rush, just a dominant offense here. No time given to AstroLab Pink, and while their defense still has had its issues, their offense has had no complaints. Not from me, not from many people. They have just been a far stronger team because of it. AstroLab Pink still struggling just to keep the rotation in check, and right now for Adrenaline Rush, they have mastered their rotation. There's a reason why these guys are one of the strongest teams in this division. They're the strongest team. They're one of the undefeated teams still here in the Contenders series. And it's because they rotate just so beautifully. As again here, Ukiah forcing Colred into making a bad touch, and it's RPGs who answers back. Simply put, nobody's stopping Adrenaline Rush. AstroLab may have the mechanics, may have, the solo play capabilities to beat teams occasionally. It's just not going to be enough. The way they've been scoring this game has been on their 2v1s. It's been on relying on each other. Haven't had enough opportunities of that. And Adrenaline Rush is showing them how to do it, how to rely on their teammates, how to pass through them, how to follow up touches. Right now, for AstroLab, they're trying to answer back. That's a beautiful pass, though, off of 50-50 from Colred. Ty just booms it to the net as Dom was caught. I don't know what he was doing there. He was guarding that back wall. Wasn't really guarding his own nets, and he'll be caught in no man's land. AstroLab Pink trying to slowly make a resurgence here in game 2. They definitely have the ability to do it. Now a giveaway to Colred. Be a chance for AstroLab to pinch in front. Colred, oh, what a pass! Ty's taking it! And AstroLab Pink not out of it just yet. Colred. And this is how you use your mechanics for the good. A pinch off the corner. Finds Ty waiting in the midfield. And instead of trying to beat out everyone, Colorado just beating the next defender, and the next defender after that. And AstroLab Pink finding each other because of it. Here comes Colorado again, but this time, Dom, we have the dunk. Adrenaline looking for more offense. Infield, RP Jesus. This one, launched off the bar, follow-up shot. Will not be in time. But AstroLab's still there, and so is Ukiah. 6-3, Adrenaline Rush continue to score play after play. Ukiah with 3 goals. 3 goals as well for RPGs as Dom this game taking a bit more of a step back. Adrenaline Rush. We're just seeing the speed of this team, the pace of play. It's a level above AstroLab. It's a level above most teams in this division. Fortunately for AstroLab, they're starting just to even get into the top 4, into, you know, it could be a playoff position. I have to wait at least for now. Well, Game 2 is not the end of the series. I don't think their chances for Game 3 are all that spectacular. There's a team struggling here. Keep rotation. They can't get a single challenge to go their way. RP Jesus is giving them no hope. They might be asking for Jesus after this goal soon enough because they need some divine intervention just to keep them in this one. Adrenaline. Oh, they're giving them no hopes here. They're giving them no answers to those prayers. It's Dom. Looking for another one. Gets past Coven. It's open for Ukiah. And it's 8-3. Adrenaline Rush. There's still about a minute left in this game, and they're still scoring with ease. As at this point, this is rubbing salt in the wounds of AstroLab Pink. If you thought Game 1 was quite impressive from Adrenaline on an offensive standpoint, well, they've just decided to improve on that going into Game 2. And they're still not done. They're still a chance. They're going to get even to double digits at this point with how quickly they're scoring. And hello in chat, Peak. You're watching Adrenaline Rush right now dominate against the AstroLab Pink here in the Blackline Championship Series. My first time, you know, casting in 2024 here. After having ended actually on a Blackline match in December of 2023, we've now got a January matchup here. Adrenaline Rush, one of the strongest teams in the Contenders series right now, taking on AstroLab Pink, who are still trying to find just any, you know, hope for playoffs. Right now, those hopes are, well, they haven't improved because of this series, as it will end, looks like maybe even 8-4, but RP Jesus won't give them a chance. Adrenaline will let this game end. As, well, oh, there's another one. Oh, the ball didn't want to hit the ground. Dom will just score. Actually, surprisingly, his first and only goal of the game. With 3 assists, it's not like he hasn't been putting in the efforts. Adrenaline Rush, a 9-3 smothering here of the AstroLab Pink defense. Avert your eyes, children. This was a massacre here in Game 2. And it may only get worse going into Game 3. Unfortunately for the AstroLab Pink team, this is not just a rank differential issue. There's a lot more behind the scenes. This is simply a team communication, a team chemistry issue. They just don't have it. 16 shots to 4. It's Adrenaline Rush quadrupling the shots of AstroLab. I mean, this is about as one-sided as a match can get. And unfortunately, I don't know if it's going to get any better than this. It could actually get a lot worse next game. I could definitely see AE Rush making it worse. For now, I'll go wait in between these games. Take some time to maybe relax and try to reset that momentum. Just get any sort of reason to, you know, continue fighting here. Now, well, man, things have definitely escalated. And our first year's the new year might end in a 3-0 sweep unless AstroLab Pink can do something about it. Adrenaline Rush on a verge of not just, again, sweeping a team, but dominating them as well through it. This has been a team that has just been in absolute control. Has caused absolute mayhem, and oh my goodness, Ukiah is on a scare of this game. And just to add, I guess, even more insult here to AstroLab Pink. Ukiah is going with what many consider the dumbest car in Rocket League. I mean, at this point, he wants to get in the heads of AstroLab Pink. He wants to get in their mentality. AstroLab Pink can't let that hurt them here. There's still, enough of a series left that they can come back in it. It'll be a tough matchup here as Tsunoda here from Ukiah. Now looking for a second touch. I don't know if we've ever really seen a Scarab goal in the stream. We haven't seen it in a while. I feel like we've at least seen one Scarab goal in the past, but we'll see if maybe Ukiah can end what has been in a long drought that probably should have stayed that way. Yes, I hate the Scarab too. I am a certified Scarab hater. I think the car is very silly looking. We'll see if maybe he gets a Scarab goal as Ukiah. Here's a chance, double tap! Oh my goodness, Ukiah! Well, he didn't just score a goal with a Scarab. He scored a filthy double tap with it. What a start for A Rush! Ukiah! Bang! Right through the AstroLab Pink backline. And that is... Oh, that's incredible! A Scarab goal for Ukiah. A double tap, too. Adrenaline rush. Well, that's going to be a very feel-good moment, especially for Ukiah. And it's going to be pretty disappointing for AstroLab because things can only get worse as Dom! Oh! Dom! Absolute insanity! This is insanity from Dom! A double tap from the midfield! Is this free play? Adrenaline Rush must be thinking so. Incredible goals. And they're still not done. RP Jesus. Ukiah. Gonna keep the offense going. Tsunoda will clear it away by Ukiah with a big dunk. Now, RPGs is trying to keep it going. Challenge there. Ukiah. Cleared away by AstroLab. Just looking to slow down Adrenaline Rush some way. Anyway. This Rush team not stopping anytime soon. It's Colred. Couldn't put it in. That's RP Jesus. Looking for the bump. He's got it. Adrenaline Rush. At this point, can they do it wrong? Can they do anything, that goes incorrectly for them? AstroLab Pink have been torn apart left, right, and center. There's been a thrashing from Adrenaline Rush. And at this point, these goals are coming in when they want them, how they want them. AstroLab, can they just get something? Can they get a goal? Can they get something that they can take away from this game? Because it seems like these games have only gotten worse for them. A lot of it has to do with the fact that Rush is just unbeatable! I mean, this is incredible! This is the Contenders series! But you're seeing these guys, the chemistry they have, the experience they have come to fruition. A three-person passing play. We have no shortage of clip-worthy moments, that's for sure. Adrenaline Rush with another incredible goal just this game. Ukiah. Tsunoda, that one pinched downfield. RPGs is challenging. I will hit it out. A demo from RPGs is Adrenaline Rush. Trying to find offense. Dom takes it. Fake. Tsunoda will save it out. This point for AstroLab. I think they just want this game to be over. I mean, I don't know if they're gonna be able to come back from a 3-goal deficit, especially against a Rush team that is, they're doing this. They're scoring, they're dominating, and their defense has stepped up too. The midfield seems to be one that is just far superior to AstroLab Pink as well. And for AstroLab, this has been a rough series from start to finish. And I feel like even that is an understatement. As another goal goes in, RP Jesus. not even letting me have a drink of, a drink out here before another goal goes in for Adrenaline. And, you know, I wish there was, you know, much I can analyze about this game. I've said it before about these kind of one-sided matchups. It's hard to analyze what truly is happening at this point. Not because it's hard to see what teams are better at. It's just the fact that everything I'm going to say, Adrenaline Rush is just doing better. More dominant. They're playing with much better chemistry. Their passing is incredible. Mechanics of this game has stepped up. Their defense has definitely stepped up, and I think a lot of it has to do with their midfield specifically. Adrenaline Rush have had no shortage of incredible moments. This series is going to end with them on a 3-0 sweep and them on a 4-0 record. They truly have been unbeatable this season. As Dom can't get the double, but RPGs will put in another 6 goals for Adrenaline Rush. And AstroLab Pink, credit to them for sticking in, because I don't know if many players could actually handle with the fact that this game is going as badly as it is for them. A 6-goal differential. Adrenaline Rush. Well, again, this has just been one of those performances where they just get the job done. And they prove that they're far better than a lot of the other teams in this league. I mean, I guess I'm not surprised when they are, you know, 3-0, undefeated, but I mean, just again and again, they score. This is a 7-0. Adrenaline Rush, and at this point, I feel like I should just let these last 18 seconds talk for themselves. How Rush have been playing. The series will be over. Just a few moments, and Adrenaline Rush will be your winners. 3-0, a 4-0 record in the Black Lane Championship Series. Another sweep here to add to their tremendous tally of sweeps they've had already. 10 seconds to go. Adrenaline Rush just want one more goal for the road, but AstroLab might just not let them have it here. It's called it off the back wall. Maybe a 0-second play, but Rush wants this one to the ground. They want it, they'll take it. 3-0 sweep. No questions asked. Adrenaline Rush, a far better team in this one, and it wasn't even close. Oh, RPGs, haven't been on this stream much. This is only their second time. But, man, both times they've been here, they have shown us just how dominant of a team they can be. Just how scary it is to play against them. They make life difficult. So many who want to play in this league. Because again, AstroLab, I think, are not a terrible team. Fortunately for them, you have a lot of things that they could also look at after the series. It was a dominant performance from Adrenaline Rush, but a lot of it came down to what I saw from AstroLab and just them not having the chemistry. I think this is kind of a wake-up call for them, that this is going to be a tough season for them if they do not start finding connections, working together better. Well, so they're going to have more matches end off like this. Adrenaline Rush, I think this is their third sweep of the season. And it says this is their third sweep of the season. They've only dropped a single game, and that was last week when they played against Arm Rising. And these guys have been just unbeatable in the Contenders series. One of the scariest rosters here. A lot of it is just due to the fact that their chemistry is just, it's a league above most of the teams here. One of the things that separates these Contender Series teams from the Challenger Series teams is the fact that Challenger Series teams rely a lot more on chemistry, on teamwork. And a lot of Contender Series teams are new, they don't have that working for them. Well, for AV Rush, they're definitely proving that that's a huge difference when it comes to chemistry. Again, they take down AstroLab Pink here. Hello, Origin. Look at that sexy man. Thanks, man. As, again, you guys saw our next series will be RecGG Game Zevo on ODU Monarchs. Sorry, Game Zevo, ODU Monarchs Silver. That'll be our next series on the stream. That'll be in a while, though, so for now, actually, we're actually going to get a little raid going. We'll be offline for a little bit. We'll be back soon, though, with more Rocket League action. But for now, we'll go and a little break going, and we'll be back very, very soon here. again, thank you all so much for joining me. Here at the start of 2024. Expect more incredible things to happen in the future because, well, again, we'll be live very soon and there'll be another incredible match. But for now, hey guys.